Good afternoon from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Zaleski Sports presents high school baseball coverage. Today, it's the Big Rivers Conference opener. The new Richmond Tigers visiting the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich. I promise you Dave Sparger is in the booth with me today, former Eau Claire Memorial head coach, working through a couple technical issues with Sparg's headset, but we will hear his wit and wisdom as this game continues. New Richmond comes to town with a 3-0 record. They have non-conference wins. They were in action this past weekend. Defeated Hayward 8-0. That game played at Citizens Field in New Richmond. And then a trip down to the Woodside Complex down in Mauston. Tigers played 2 games on Saturday, defeated Negaunee, Michigan 21-5, and then wrapped up the weekend with a 3-1 win over Viroqua. Last year, the Tigers finished with a 6-16 overall record. They were 3-9 in Big Rivers Conference play, ended their season with a WIAA Division I regional loss at Chippewa Falls. Memorial, meanwhile, this is their first game overall. Coming off a 12-12 season in 2023, they finished 7-5 in Big Rivers Conference play. Got defeated by crosstown rival Eau Claire North in a slugfest in a regional semi. North then went on and dropped a regional final over at Hudson. But given on who's coming back this year for the Old Abes, we would expect them to be in the mix in the race. The Big Rivers Conference, led by a couple big boppers, the first baseman Sawyer Stein and the third baseman Leo Lauscher. Number of regulars are back. Blake Buer got a lot of time at shortstop. Elliot Height out in the outfield, and Grant Locken patrolled center field last year for the Old Abes. Pitching a bit of a question mark this year for second-year head coach Kyle Kaufman and a couple new players who've moved into the starting lineup for Memorial. You look at New Richmond, a lot of familiar names if you follow Tigers high school sports. George Schrader is a multi-sport athlete, patrols center field for the Tigers. Nick Salmon is also playing right field for the Tigers, another multi-sport kid. Nick Stelright, he was split time at quarterback with Reese Hitty for the Tigers football team that made a nice run in the WIAA football playoffs. Stelright is the starting shortstop this year. And Max Kredovics, son of head coach Dan Kredovics. Max was injured for a portion of last year, but he's healthy and looking to have a big season. Aiden Eckert, another guy who saw plenty of time. Eckert will get the start on the mound for the Tigers today. Jack Gabler will throw for the Old Abes. Today's pregame show is brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher's for your free, no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com. That is goasher.com. Get off the ladder and get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. This is one of 3 Big Rivers Conference games going on today. The Eau Claire North Huskies on the road at Rice Lake. Hudson, preseason favorite in the BRC, opens up at home against Menominee. Nice day here at Carson Park for the Big Rivers Conference opener. 60-degree temperatures. The skies are partly cloudy, but the sun is poking through right now, so the entire field is illuminated by sunlight. Time to meet the New Richmond Tigers. They're wearing the black jerseys today with orange lettering and orange numerals, the white pants. Max Kredovics, the first baseman, will lead off. Batting second is the catcher, Kyle Germain. George Schrader, center fielder, will bat third. Batting cleanup, the second baseman, Reagan Driscoll. Right fielder Nick Salmon will bat fifth. Batting sixth is the third baseman, Gavin Terrace. Matt Folks is the DH. He will bat seventh. Nick Stelright, the shortstop, will bat eighth. Batting ninth is the left fielder, Trevor Soland. And the pitcher is Aiden Eckert. Eckert wears number 4. The Richmond Tigers 3-0 on this young season, coached by Dan Kredovics. Now the Old Abes wearing some new uniforms this year, the purple uniforms with the white lettering and white numerals. Leading off and playing center field is Grant Locken. Ian Bauer will bat second and play second base. Sawyer Stein will bat third and play first base. Batting cleanup, the third baseman Leo Lauscher. Blake Buer, the shortstop, will bat fifth. Right fielder David Ankeny will bat sixth. Batting seventh, the left fielder Elliot Height. Batting eighth is the pitcher Jack Gabler. And Jack Harris will bat ninth and do the catching today for the Old Abes. Coached by Kyle Kaufman in his second year as the Old Abes head coach. Right now is our national anthem.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
I'm Karen from the Hearing House. Ignoring hearing loss can have many negative effects on your body and your life. Even if you don't realize it, it can affect your mind, your relationships, the way you feel, the way you act, your activities. Hearing loss is so much more than not hearing what people are saying. That's why at the Hearing House we're so passionate about what we do, because we see the changes in people's lives.
So call us if you're ready to find out if we can help you.
Make your house a hearing house.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Welcome back to Carson Park. Bob Redovich and Dave Sparger. Spargs, I missed you during the pregame show. But as you look at this matchup today, Spargs, it's the first game for Eau Claire Memorial. So what challenges does that present for Kyle Kaufman and the Abes coaching staff?
Yeah, that's one of the things coming into today's game. It's going to be a challenge for the Old Apes because this is their first game, and really they've only been outside about a handful of times yet. And what an advantage for New Richmond. They've already played 3 games and kind of get those situations under their belt as they've gotten through their preseason to get into this league play. So Old Abes are going to just be off and running now. The good thing, and Bob, you actually brought it up here in the pregame, is they do have experience. I mean, you talk about the guys that played a lot in the infield last year, and that's where it all really lays with as far as experience and knowing what's going on. And so they have a lot of experience there. So those guys should be ready to go from day one. But again, you've not seen live pitching. You haven't come to those situations of lefty righties. You try to do it in a pen or you try to do it up in the cage. It's just not the same. So it'll take them a little bit to get grooving. And once they get a couple of bats underneath their belt, they should be just fine.
Herrick and Hart Law Office. They have been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. HS Fence has been serving Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link, vinyl wood, and ornamental fencing. Jack Gabler, the left-hander, on the mound today for the Old Abes. Gabler, a senior, listed at 5'10", 165. We saw him get some innings last year. What can we expect out of him today, Sparks?
Well, he's a lefty. He doesn't throw real hard, so he's going to have to rely on that movement. Those typical lefties get that little tail going for you, so he'll keep mixing things up. He'll want to pound the strike zone and And again, your first down of you there is just eliminate the walks, right? You don't allow free passes. Don't allow them to put guys on base and put the stress on you. So, again, just get ahead early, make them put it in play.
Jack Harris is his catcher. Harris, 5'7", 160. He is a junior. Sawyer Stein is at first. Ian Bauer at second. Leo Lauscher at third. Blake Buer is the shortstop. Outfield left to right, Elliott Height, Grant Locken, David Ankeny. Max Kretovics, the first baseman for the New Richmond Tigers. Left-handed hitter will lead it off for New Richmond. And Kretovics going after the first pitch. Ian Bauer the scoop and the throw, and that's how this Big Rivers Conference baseball season begins.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when you talk about the New Richmond Tigers, the one thing they did struggle with last year, and that was hitting. Now, Max Kretovics being the exception to that rule, as he hit over 333 last year, but really the rest of the lineup really didn't even get over 300 on the season, so that's something where they're looking to improve. But again, a lot of guys back with a lot of experience.
Kyle Germain, the catcher, steps in now, takes a first pitch strike. One of the advantages the Tigers do have is they've got that football complex over there that's a turf field, so guys can get over there. At least they can get some work done outside before their own field is ready to go.
Yeah, back in the day, we were actually able to do that with Memorial, but we'd have to rent out Carson Park up here and use the football field. And like you said, as soon as you can clear off the turf, it melts pretty quick, and at least you can get outside and run situations and kind of get some long toss in. It's a big advantage.
And as we mentioned in the pregame, New Richmond season opener was at home. They hosted Hayward on Friday, so swing and a miss there by Germain, and Jack Gabler records the strikeout. Stepping in now, George Schrader, the center fielder. Schrader, we saw him, Sparks, during the football season, one of many speed guys that the Tigers had during the football season. A little excuse me swing.
Speaking of speed, he's going to beat this one out.
So an infield single for Schrader, kind of an excuse me swing, but that thing just hugged the dirt, and there was no chance. Even if Gabler had fielded that one, there's no chance to get the speedy George Schrader. So 1 on, 2 outs. And Regan Driscoll will step in. Driscoll, the second baseman.
Well, Jack Gabler doing a really nice job on the mound right now, just pounding his own. He's filling it up.
Yeah, and you talked about it, Sparks, not overpowering fastball, but if he has command, he can be effective for the Old Abes. Count even 1-1 now. These two teams will meet again in New Richmond on Thursday. BRC has scheduled this way for a number of years now, where they play basically home-and-home series on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Real nice breaking ball right there. Gabler, again, continues to keep him off balance.
1-2 the count now on Driscoll. We'll see if they put Schrader in motion here. He goes. And we'll do it again.
Bob, I got to ask, are you stealing signs already? Nice job early in the season, buddy. You made the call. He was going.
Been around this game long enough, Spark. I didn't even have to defer to you. I'm just thinking, okay, you got a speed guy at first base. You got your cleanup hitter on. Why not move him down? He stays put that time. Driscoll takes inside. Count is 2-2.
Yeah, it's always a good call, right? When you got 2 strikes on a hitter, too, is try to get some action going on the base paths. One, if he puts it in play, you got to hit and run. And if he does get thrown out, at least the batter gets a fresh new start the next inning.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here, top of 1. Schrader goes, strike 3 called. So 2 strikeouts in the first inning for pitcher Jack Gabler. Old Abe's coming to bat when we return. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shy.
Shy is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA!
Bottom of the first inning from Carson Park. New Richmond got a runner on via an infield base hit, but Old Abe's pitcher Jack Gabler recording a pair of strikeouts to go along with the ground out. Now it's the Abes coming to bat. They'll send up Grant Locken, Ian Bauer, Sawyer Stein, the scheduled hitters, against the lefty, Aiden Eckert. Kyle Germain is behind the plate for the Tigers. Max Kretovics over at first. Regan Driscoll at second. Gavin Terrace plays third. Nick Stillwright is the shortstop. Trevor Soland is out in left. George Schrader in center. Nick Salmon in right for the New Richmond Tigers. Sparks, it seems like we've said the name Nick Stillwright a lot this year. He's just a sophomore, but a good-sized kid and really athletic. He was more of the running quarterback, but he could also chuck it deep, and then he played on the Tigers basketball team, so he and Ian Bauer go back a ways.
Yeah, we'll be saying his name for quite a few years yet in many sports.
Grant Locken takes one inside from the lefty Aiden Eckert. Locken, Bauer, Stein, scheduled hitters here. Bottom one on it's really turned out to be a nice day here at Carson Park. 2-0 now the count to Locken.
Important here for the Old Abes to set the table for their 3-4 hitters, Stein and Lauscher. It's really important that those guys get on ahead of them, Locken and Bauer.
That one catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
I like that take, though, from Grant Locken right there. Struggling to find his zone. It's already 2-0. Just go ahead and take a pitch, see if you can find a strike or not.
That one across. Count is 2-2. Veteran umpire Dan Hoffman behind the plate today. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Old Abe's leadoff hitter, Grant Locken. Curveball misses, and the count is full. So Locken doing his job as a leadoff hitter, seeing a lot of pitches from the lefty Eckert.
Yeah, there really is a lost art from that leadoff hitter. See as many pitches as possible.
Driven in the air to center. George Schrader is under it. Now he's backpedaling and makes the catch. 1 down, bottom 1. Ian Bauer comes to the plate. Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Clare since 1980. Uncle Lampros brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant. Eau Clare's best-kept secret is the Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Bauer rolls one back to the mound. Eckert's got it and makes the flip over, and there are 2 outs here. Bottom of the first. Sawyer Stein now coming to the plate. And if you're Eckert and the New Richmond coaching staff, you're thinking, okay, this is what we wanted. Get those first 2 guys out so when the big boppers come up, they're batting with the bases empty.
Yeah, Sawyer Stein just had a tremendous season last year as a junior. He hit 500 in conference play and was actually in the discussion for Player of the Year last year, just a junior.
Yeah, he and Lauscher, boy, that's a 1-2 punch right there. Batting third and fourth in this Old Abe's lineup. And Eckert works ahead 0-2. Took something off that last pitch. Just dove out of the zone, and Stein swung over it. Driven out to right and deep. Going back is Salmon. It is over his head and off the wall. Stein is taking a look.
Oh, good decision.
The throw goes to third. If they would have thrown behind him, they may have had him at second, but a ringing double off the bat of Sawyer Stein. And Sparks, you said it. He hit 500 in conference play last year, and he's off to a good start.
Well, again, it doesn't concern him that he's down 0-2. You know, with 2 strikes on him, he's almost a better hitter. He gets focused in. He doesn't try to do too much with the baseball. And right there, New Richmond set up away. They wanted fastball off the plate away. And sure enough, it was an outside pitch, and he just absolutely drove it to the right center gap and off the wall. And he's out there now with a stand-up double with 2 outs.
You know, Salmon's got some good wheels out there in right field, but that ball got on him in a hurry.
Yeah, and the wind's going to help today, right? Wind blowing out.
Here's Leo Lauscher, another guy with some pop in his bat. We'll take upstairs 1-0.
Well, you've got a base open. You'd have to think they're going to be real careful with Lauscher.
We don't have a flag out in center field, but the flags that we have here in the grandstand appear like they're blowing out towards right.
Right there, the New Richmond coach came out and talked to the catcher. I'm sure that's what their discussion was, is listen, we're not grooving him anything.
Trying to keep the runner close at second. That one catches the inside corner. What a nice pitch from Eckert. Count is even 1-1 to Leo Lauscher. 2 down. Abes have a runner in scoring position. That's Sawyer Stein down there at second base. For a big guy, Stein's got some good wheels as well, as does Lauscher.
Yeah, both, like you said, both big guys, but they can move it.
Check swing. Good take there from Lauscher. Count is 2-1 now.
You know, going back to Stein's double, he rounded second, thinking 3, but that was a great job of holding him up. You do not want to make your third out at third, and he would have been. Was great relay throws right there by New Richmond.
Lauscher, one hop to Stellright, strong throw. And the stretch at first by Kradovics to retire Lauscher. Old Abe's threatened, they do not score. After one complete, we're scoreless between the Tigers and the Old Abes. You are watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Scoreless game as we move to the top of the second inning. Here at Carson Park in Eau Claire. New Richmond got a base runner on in the top of the first. Memorial got a double from Sawyer Stein, but he was stranded there. So we move to inning number 2. Scheduled hitters for New Richmond, 5, 6, 7 in their batting order. Nick Salmon, Gavin Terrace, Matt Folks against the left-hander Jack Gabler, who looked sharp and inning number 1. He was working ahead of guys and got through that first inning unscathed. As we mentioned, this is one of 3 games going on in Big Rivers Conference baseball. I'll try to keep you updated on progress of those other ones. Nick Salmon steps in. Takes that one outside. One ball, no strikes. Lifted down the line and curving foul into the fan deck.
Good job by Jack Gabler there on evening that count back to 1-1. You know, I'm just a firm believer that you don't have to be 0-1, but you've got to be 1-1 in the count. Last thing you want to do, or 1-0 in the count, you don't want to be 2-0 in the count. You know, you got to at least stay even 1-1, so you don't have to give in to the hitter.
Line to right center, and that's in the gap. Salmon on his way to second, and he will hold there. So much like Sawyer Stein did in the bottom of the first inning, Salmon just went with that pitch that was on the outer half of the plate. He just lined it into the gap. So leadoff double here in the second for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's the big difference in those doubles. Here's this leadoff double to start the second inning. So a good chance here for the Tigers to put one on the board.
It'll bring up Gavin Terrace, the third baseman. Squares to bunt. Drops it down foul.
Tigers looking to play a little small ball here, get that run to third base with only one out.
Yeah, especially when you're on the road, and if you can get an early lead and kind of dictate things, you will do that. Corner infielders both pulled in, gets that one down, but once again it's fouled. So 0-2 now to Gavin Terrace. And with that being the count, Lauscher can play even with the bag over at third, and Stein will do likewise at first.
Well, now the Tigers are simply looking for Terrace to get this ball to the right side. You can still move the runner up, just hit behind him.
In the dirt, Jack Harris with a nice stop behind the dish. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Nobody out here. Top of the second. That one also in the dirt, and another good stop by catcher Jack Harris. Count even 2-2.
Yeah, you said good stop right there by Harris, saving a free 90-foot there base. He's going to be on third with nobody out.
That one just missed. Terrace, who had fallen behind 0-2 on a couple bunts that rolled foul, is now ahead in the count, 3-2. You know, one of the things that I realize that I miss about baseball, Sparks, is the chatter. We're far enough away that we don't get that in the other sports, but the constant chatter from the dugout, it always puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, there's just something about baseball, right? That chatter in the dugout's always going.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss.
Got him to chase a high fastball away.
Well, so far so good for Gabler.
Yeah, that's his third strikeout already.
Recorded 2 in the first inning. Now 1 here in the second. Matt Folks, the DH, left-handed hitter, steps in, takes ball 1. That one outside. It's 2-0 now to Folks.
Yeah, first time Jack Gabler's fallen behind in a count. It's the first 2-0 we've seen out of him.
That one misses upstairs. It's 3-0.
They do have a base open here at first base, so it's not a big deal if he walks him here. Just put themselves in a double play situation.
Here's a strike. 3-1 now to Folks. Buer, the shortstop, trying to keep the runner close at second. Catcher Harris makes the catch.
Big out right
2 down.
there. 3-1 pitch gets him to pop it back to the catcher.
So now it'll be up to Nick Stelright, the shortstop for the Tigers. Gabler looking to get himself out of this situation. Top of the second. Stelright to right field, but foul. Trying to go the other way. But Gabler ahead in the count now, 0-1. Runner at second is Nick Salmon. He had a leadoff double to right center. Line to left and down. Salmon will score. Stelright on his way to second, and he is in. Nick Stelright, RBI. And the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, good job of base running, too, by Stelright, getting to second base on that throw.
Yeah, that pitch was inside, and Stelright did a nice job keeping the hands in and just lined it to left. Now Trevor Solon, the number 9 hitter. Solon, the left fielder today for the Tigers, takes ball 1.
You know, you talk about those early season situational type things. That hit right there had the runner scoring from second easily. That throw should have been picked up and used as a cut to second base to try to prevent him from getting to second. And instead, they threw that cut like it was going to go home, which allowed Stelright to get to second base. So, again, something to learn from there is with 2 outs, he's going, and that ball needs to come hard into second base to try to prevent him from getting there.
And Sparks, that goes to your point that we talked about earlier about this being Memorial's first game.
Yep.
And just limited time outside, limited time, on the diamond. And, those are the kind of things that when it happens in a game, you got to drill them so much in practice so that it becomes second nature when you get to a game situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on the count on Solon. Two-two pitch. Gabler wanted that one, but it was just off the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, big pitch right here. You got the 9 hitter here. You got to get him so you don't have to get back to top of the order with Max Kredovitz. He's their best hitter.
Gabler misses low. That's his first walk. So now it's first and second, 2 outs, and leadoff hitter Max Kredovitz comes to the plate. First pitch swinging his first at-bat, bounced out to second. Sixth batter to come to the plate here in the top of the second. Abler catches the outside corner with that pitch. It's 0-1. Stellrite at second and Solon at first.
I think he actually started him off there with a little changeup. So working backwards here on the count right now.
Trying to get Kretovics to chase there.
Yeah.
1-1.
You're right, came with a slider that time. So trying not to throw him a fastball if they can prevent it. Try to keep him off balance. They'll change up, sliders.
Another pitch outside. It's 2-1. One run already across here. Top of 2. Tigers trying to tack another one on here with 2 on and 2 outs. Lifted in the air to center. Lock-in. Makes the catch. And that'll do it for the Tigers, top of the first. They do score a run. They are leading this one 1-0 over Eau Claire Memorial. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in Western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
You can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Aiden Eckert, the left-hander, back on the mound, completing his warm-up tosses here as we get set to start the bottom of the second inning. Eau Claire Memorial will send up 5, 6, 7 in their batting order. Blake Buer, David Ankeny, and Elliott Height. Big Rivers Conference opener today from Carson Park. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you here from Carson. And Sparg's first of many games we'll have from Carson Park.
Yeah, looking forward to it. A great facility to work from, and always fun to watch these kids play some good baseball.
Big Rivers Conference, and it's been this way. I moved here way back in 1996. You were coaching here, back then when you were an assistant on Casey Eckert's staff before you took over. And just every year, there are so many good ball players that play in the BRC.
Yeah, you go back through the years, a number of kids that have gone on to play Division I, and even some of them make the pro game, and it's just amazing to watch this talent come out of this area.
1-1 pitch. That one, late breaker, caught the outside corner. Aiden Eckert gave up a 2-out double to Sawyer Stein in the first, but then was able to retire Leo Lauscher for out number 3. Blake Buer now trying to get something started here for the Old Abes. Takes that one inside.
Tell you what, Aiden Eckert's actually sneaky fast with that fastball. He's got enough other stuff that go off speed. He's got the good breaking ball and stuff like that. When he rears back and brings it, he's got a little heat.
Good swing and a miss.
Good breaking ball right there.
Yeah, took a little something off that time, and Buer swung over it. 1 down now, bottom of the second, and here's David Ankeny, the right fielder. Ankeny, one of the new names on the roster, and he has worked his way into the starting lineup for the Old Apes. Ankeny takes a strike as the wind continues to blow here at Carson Park. But all in all, a really nice day, and considering all the rain we had last week and snow flurries at times. Nice to see the sun, nice to see the green grass. Nice to be at Carson Park.
Yeah, I think that rain yesterday and Sunday was quite beneficial to Carson. It really greened it up nice.
And to our respective yards. No balls, 2 strikes. Eckert has the sign from catcher Kyle Germain. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Dropped that curveball on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Aiden Eckert.
Well, you said it. He threw that backdoor breaking ball, and it came back over the outside edge. He's been pretty successful with that so far through the first couple innings and getting that call.
Here's Elliot Height, the left fielder. Saw Height last year play both corner outfield spots. Another one of those multi-sport kids. Height, a starter on the Eau Claire Memorial boys basketball team. Ball and a strike now to Height. Here's one on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. That one just missed. I was just going to say, watching Dan Hoffman ump for many, many years, he's the guy, he'll give you those corners.
Yeah, he will. He's consistent, but he's always, like I said, consistent both ways, and that's all you can ask for as a coach. Give you a little bit on that edge, up, down. He's going to make the kid swing it.
There's a little roller, scoop by Driscoll. Close play, but they retire Height at first base. Abes go down in order. We move to the 3rd inning. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
We are back at Carson Park, inning number 3. New Richmond, the visitors will send up 2-3-4 in their lineup. Kyle Germain, George Schrader, Regan Driscoll against the left-hander Jack Gabler. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com. So here's Kyle Germain. He struck out swinging back in the first inning against the lefty Jack Gabler, who all in all, Sparks, I think has pitched quite well for the Apes today.
Yeah, I would agree. Just the one walk through two, and he's been throwing a lot of good strikes tonight, or today, I should say.
Abes were counting on Cooper Jesperson to be their ace this year, but Jesperson injured playing basketball for the Old Abes. In fact, a game that you and I did, Sparks, when he took a tumble in their home game against River Falls, landed kind of awkwardly on his right, or checked that his left arm. And it turned out to be a situation that required surgery to attach a muscle, to reattach a muscle to the bone. But all things considered, he seems like he's come along reasonably well. I hadn't seen him since the basketball season. And there's a little roller right side, and Stein will just let that one roll foul. But he's not wearing the brace anymore, the sling or whatever you want to call it. So I think that's progress.
Yeah, he's been very confident and very pleased with his progress through this. It's just, it's one of those things where they're going to be extra careful with him. Fortunately for him, it's not his throwing arm. So when he does finally get cleared, he should be able to make a pretty quick return, because at least he can throw on the side. But you're right, he was definitely going to be their ace of the staff this year.
Gabler trying to catch that outside corner.
Yeah, that's really the big question mark for the Old Abes this year is really their pitching staff. How many do they have? Who can they go to? So they'll learn this early this year.
Swing and a miss. Jermaine down on strikes for the second time today. We have one out here in the top of the third, and George Schrader will come to the plate. Schrader reached on a single in the first inning.
Yeah, he had that swinging bunt down the left foul line there. Couldn't have placed any better.
Takes that one on the outside corner, 0-1. Outfield straightaway for Schrader, the right-handed hitting center fielder for the Tigers. Interesting that the shortstop Buer is actually sneaking up on the dirt a little bit. He's probably, or he was, as shallow as anybody. Now moving towards the middle of the diamond there. Of course, it's rolled to him down at short. Throw across. Got him. Close play down at first base. Schrader, we mentioned his speed, both on the football field and when he legged out that swinging bunt in the first inning. Nearly beat that throw across.
Yeah, you want to know why Buer was in? There it was. He got a ground ball hit right to him, and it was a bang, bang at first. If he plays deep, that runner's going to beat it out. He'd be at first base.
Here's Regan Driscoll, the second baseman, struck out looking to end the first. Yeah, so good scouting there by the Abes, realizing who's at the plate and how fast you have to be on the ball and get rid of it quickly. Ball and a strike now to Driscoll. Lauscher with the scoop. Sets, throws, in time. 1-2-3 inning for pitcher Jack Gabler. Old Abes will come to bat, bottom three, trailing 1-0 when we return. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to Carson Park in Eau Claire, bottom of the third inning. Eau Claire Memorial coming to bat, trailing New Richmond by a score of 1-0. The Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mound or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. 8-9-1 scheduled hitters for Eau Claire Memorial here in inning number 3. Jack Gabler, Jack Harris, Grant Lockett against the left-hander Aiden Eckert, who's given up 1 hit through 2 innings while striking out a pair.
Well, Jack Gabler ahead of the count here. He's trying to get a rally started for himself.
Lefty-lefty matchup. That one misses low. Three and 1 now, the count to Gabler. Three and 2 now.
Good job by the Tigers. Aiden Eckert there on the mound, getting back at a 3-2 count.
And that one misses outside. Gabler works a leadoff walk.
And we'll see if he gets replaced by a courtesy runner here or not. Looks like he's going to run for himself.
You know, one thing I noticed just during warm-ups and introductions, the Abes don't have a ton of guys in the dugout. You know, I saw about 5 kids maybe that were...
Oh, good
now,
bunt.
Nice bunt by Harris. The throw is in time.
Well, that's an outstanding play right there by Aiden Eckert, because that was a good bunt by Jack Harris.
So a sack bunt for Harris. And you're right, Sparks. Just did a really nice job and then hustled down the line. Eckert, though, got off the mound quickly and made a nice, strong throw to Kretovics at first. So Abes have a runner in scoring position. 1 down, back to the top of the order. Here's Grant Locken, who flew out to center. His only other plate appearance.
Yeah, going back to the old days roster, they've got 15 suited for their varsity squad right now. But again, you got to take out Cooper Jesper with the injury down to 14. So it doesn't leave him a whole lot on the bench there.
Bounce to third.
Nice
Terrace. Play. The throw. And he was able to keep the foot on the bag. Nice play all around. Terrace caught that late hop and was able to spear it. And then Kretovics, really nice stretch over there at first base.
Yeah, you said it. Terrace took that bad hop and was able to come up with it. Good reaction from him. And then, you know, Max Kretovics over that first stretch as far as he could and keep that toe on the bag. So instead of first and third, there's now 2 outs.
Gabler is able to move up to third base, so he's looking to score in any way he can with Ian Bauer at the plate. Bauer bounced out pitcher to first in inning number 1. Yeah, we've seen Eckert in these first couple innings just doing a nice job mixing his pitches, and you're spot on, Sparks, when he shows that fastball after, going slider, and he'll go curve, and he'll try to nibble corners, and all of a sudden, here comes that fastball. It's on you in a hurry. Good job by Germain there behind the plate. Keep that one from going back to the backstop. There's quite a bit of room between home plate and the backstop, so anything that gets away is a good chance that the runner Gabler will score.
Well, he's done a nice job here. Bauer running his count to 3-1 because on deck, Sawyer, Stein.
Eckert out of the windup. Catches the corner. Good take, though, by Bauer. Because a pitch like that, you're not going to do a whole lot with that.
Yeah, he would have had to spray that to left field, and you don't want that kind of swing on a 3-1 pitch. So, like you said, good take. Now he's getting sprayed on his 3-2 count. Big pitch.
A little roller. Charging is Stellright. The scoop, the throw. Got him! Heck of a nice play by shortstop Nick Stellright. Abes are retired here in the third. 3 complete here at Carson Park. New Richmond 1, Eau Claire Memorial 0. You are watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
We are back at Carson Park in Eau Claire. Inning number 4 here in this Big Rivers Conference opener. It's the New Richmond Tigers leading the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes 1-0. Tigers getting a run across in inning number 2. Nick Stellright with the RBI double, knocking Nick Salmon, and it was Nick Stellright making a really nice scoop at shortstop and a strong throw across to retire the Abes in the bottom half of inning number 3. Memorial had moved a runner, Jack Gabler, over to third base, but they were unable to get him in. Gabler now back on the mound for Memorial. It's allowed the 1 run on 3 hits. Meanwhile, his left-handed counterpart, Aiden Eckert of the Tigers, has kept the Old Abes bats relatively quiet. He's given up just the 1 hit. 5, 6, 7 in the New Richmond lineup coming to bat here. Nick Salmon, Gavin Terrace, Matt Folks. Salmon 1 for 1. He doubled and came around to score on the Nick Stellright double back in the 2nd inning. Two 2-0 now the count to Salmon. That one catches the inside corner, 2-1.
This just reminds me of all those early season games in years past where you just see the bats are a little behind the pitching and the defense at this point. you just haven't seen a whole lot of live at bats. So, even today, just so far, there's only been 4 hits.
2-2 the count now on Salmon. Foul ball off the bat of Salmon. That one lifted to where the batting cages used to be, but
say into the
some
construction
renovation.
zone.
Yeah, into the construction zone. It would be newly renovated down there and some new cages. Salmon just getting a piece of that one.
Yeah, hanging in there. That was a good pitch right there from Gabler. Took a little off bender. Salmon is really choked up here with 2 strikes. That's
rounded left side and through.
Good job. Good piece of hitting right there with 2 strikes.
Put that one right between third baseman Lauscher and Buer, the shortstop.
Yeah, that's his second hit of the day now. He's 2 for 2.
So that'll bring up Gavin Terrace. He struck out swinging in the second. It looks like we're going to get a little activity now in the Memorial bullpen.
See if the Tigers want to bunt here again, and they will.
That one sails to the backstop, and Salmon will advance to second on the wild pitch.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Kredovich puts that bunt on again to try to get him to third base with just 1 out.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Sparks.
They're looking to just push another run across here. Yep, here he comes with the square.
Bunt is down. It's a good one. Stein has it. Throws to Bauer, who makes the catch and withstood a little bump from Gavin Terrace going down the line.
Yeah, Bauer, good job getting over there. You just got to know that if you catch it going that way, just go to foul territory. He caught it and wanted to try to get back into fair, and that's where the runner was coming. So he'll learn quickly that throw's taking you to foul, just catch it and get off the base, go foul, and then take a look. But again, great bunt, runner on third, just 1 out.
Terrace retired. Matt Folks, the DH, now batting. Folks fouled out to the catcher, Jack Harris, in the second inning.
Old Abe's playing in. They know it's important here to try to cut this run down.
Base hit, right side. RBI for Folks. Nick Salmon scores. It's 2-0 New Richmond. That'll bring up Nick Stellwright. But before that happens, Kyle Kaufman's going to make the walk to the mound. SC Swiderski, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. 1 run across for the Tigers in the second. They've pushed another one across here in the fourth. And with 1 down, and Nick Stellwright already has an RBI double today. Kyle Kaufman going to chat with his lefty pitcher, Jack Gabler. And Sparks, I'm guessing that was there were 2 messages, one for the pitcher and one for the fielders about how they want to play this here.
Yeah, with 1 out, I wouldn't anticipate them wanting to bunt here. You just obviously never know, but you think they let them swing away. Just kind of just one of those gathering up meetings like, all right, let's just settle down here, make a good play. You turn 2, we're going to get out of this.
And it also gives your guy in the bullpen a little extra time to warm up and get loose.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the Tigers did bring in a courtesy runner, so Levi Olson's going to run here at first base for the Tigers.
Levi Olson wears number 7. He's listed as a pitcher. He's a junior. That one inside is Stelrite. Five hits now for the Tigers. They lead it 2-0. Stelrite out to right field. David Ankeny makes the catch.
I don't think Ankeny had to move one step on that one. Had him well played out there.
Good pitch that time by Gabler, came in on the hands of Stelrite. Was able to muscle it out to right field, but he got under it.
Yeah, a very defensive swing on that one. You're right, it was a good pitch.
Here's Trevor Solon. He reached on a walk back in the second inning. One ball, no strikes. Two now the count to Solon. He's the number 9 hitter in this new Richmond lineup. Max Kredovitz, leadoff hitter, waits on deck. That one misses low. It's 3-0.
Yeah, Solon drew a walk last time also. Created a first and second with Kredovitz coming up. So I think you're going to start playing with fire here if you're going to leave people on base for Max Kredovitz to hit.
Here's a strike by Gabler. It's 3-1. One pitch and misses outside. Solon on for a second time in this game via the walk, and with 2 outs it brings up leadoff hitter Max Kredovitz. Bounce out to second base in the first inning, flew out to center in the second. Leading hitter on the team last season. Shortstop Buer trying to keep the runner close at second. Kredovitz takes inside. Abe's would love to get out of this 4th inning without further damage.
Yeah, they do have their bullpen ready to go, but it's a right-hander, so they want to go lefty-lefty here.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Gabler. Yeah, it's Tyler Iverson, the right-hander, working out in the pen for the Old Abes.
Good
Popped
pitch.
Up in the air. Lauscher, the third baseman, makes the catch right on the mound.
Great job by Jack Gabler right there, sawing him off. Tough pitch.
Tigers do pick up a run. They lead it 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Bottom of the fourth inning from Carson Park. Eau Clare Memorial will send up 3-4-5. Heart of their order. Sawyer Stein, Leo Lauscher, Blake Buer against the left-hander Aiden Eckert, who has only allowed the one hit through the first 3 innings. And that hit was a double off the bat of Sawyer Stein, who will lead it off here in inning number 4 from Carson Park.
Yeah, the Tigers' Aiden Eckert has pitched a really good game so far. Like you said, Bob, he's got just the one hit, and he's only given up 1 walk so far. So, again, with this being the first game for the Old Abes, the more at bats, the more live swings they can get, the better they'll be. So they're trying to get around that lineup a little quicker, but Eckert has just kept them off the bases.
And here are the guys you got to be really careful to, these 2 guys, Stein and Lauscher. Wind has calmed down a little bit, still a decent breeze blowing out. Hard hit ball, Stelright knocks it down. Low throw, and Sawyer Stein is aboard. Hard hit ball, and Stelright was able to knock it down. Hurried the throw a little bit, and Kredovics at first couldn't dig it out, so the Abes bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Leo Lauscher. He bounced out to Stelright on a really nice play to end the first inning when the Abes were threatening.
Yeah, that ground ball off of Stein just kind of handcuffed Stelright there at shortstop. And when he came up, you could kind of feel the pressure, like, I got to get rid of this in a hurry, and that's when he made that bad throw and unable to pick it. So, again, good start for the Old Abes here in the bottom of the 4th. Leadoff runner on.
Throw back to first, close play, but Stein back in safely. Swing and a miss. Eckert ahead in the count now, 0-2 on Lauscher.
And there was that fastball that kind of got by Lauscher that time. This could
grounded to short, Stelright. He'll make the throw across, and that gets away.
I'll tell you what, Lauscher had that beat.
Stein makes his way over to third. Abes are threatening. First and third. Nobody out, and that's going to prompt a mound visit from head coach Dan Kredovics. The Tigers going to talk it over.
Tell you what, the scoreboard scored that as an E6, but I'll tell you what, even with a good throw, I think Leo's got that beat. So I might actually score that as an infield single for him.
Yeah, the Stein was, I would rule Stein as an E6, but you're right, Sparks. I think Lauscher had that beat. So, you know what, I'm just going to make the executive decision. And
well, I agree with you. I agree with you. We'll give him an infield single on that one because, again, he had to backhand that one. By the time he turned and made that throw all the way across the diamond, Leo was across the bag.
So here's Blake Buer. He struck out swinging to lead off the second. Lauscher at first, Stein at third. Runner goes. And he will be at second without a throw.
Well, he didn't even allow me a chance to say it, but Leo can steal a base on you. I mean, that's sure enough. First pitch, he's gone without even a throw.
And he was moving.
Yeah, and again, for his size, he's a strong kid. He's thick, but boy, can he run.
You were over the top of that one. Nice pitch by Eckert. 0-1.
Yeah, if you're Buer here, you just got to get this ball put into play now.
Actually, count should be 1-1.
Yeah, I was going to say, with that first pitch.
Check swing foul.
Yeah, fooled on that one with that little half swing. So again, if you're the old Abes, this ball's got to get put in play. This should score Stein even with a ground ball.
Yeah, third baseman Terrace is back. Stelrite medium deep. Same with Driscoll, the second baseman. Kredovik's a couple steps behind the bag, off the line.
Yeah, defensively, you're willing to give up that run at third. What you're trying to prevent is any kind of base hit getting through. So you want your middles back so you can at least knock the ball down.
That one misses outside, and Buer has worked the count full, 3-2.
Good job by Wyatt Stelrich there. He did a nice job blocking that so it wouldn't get back to the backstop.
Second and third, nobody out. 3-2 pitch.
Just low.
Just misses. Buer works the walk. Abe's bases loaded, nobody out. David Ankeny coming to the plate. Ankeny struck out looking on 3 pitches in inning number 2, but coming up in a big situation here as the Abes look to get a run, if not more, on the board here in bottom half of inning number 4.
Yeah, the Tigers have the middle back. They're going to try two up the middle. Corners are in.
And Ankeny's going to wear that one. An RBI for him on the hit by pitch.
Good job by Ankeny taking that one. You're definitely willing to sacrifice a hit by pitch for an RBI there.
Pitcher Eckert trying to work inside. Instead, he put one right between the number 1 and 2 in the back of David Ankeny's jersey. So we get a mound visit from the catcher Kyle Germain, and now Elliott Height comes to the plate. Height grounded out to second on a really close play to end the second.
Yeah, the kind of guy you want here in this situation is senior. Was a full-time starter last year, so he's been in this situation before. Again, the old Abes just need him to put something in play.
Good hack that time by Height, following it back to the screen, 0-1. Runners get their leads. There's a little roller. Eckert has it, goes to first for the out, but Lauscher scores, and the Abes have tied this game. And the runners move up. Buer to third, Ankeny down to second.
Tell you what, I think Aiden Eckert made the right play there, falling off the mound, going towards first base. I mean, obviously you'd like to turn and throw home to get the force out, but boy, that could have been disastrous with much of his momentum going to first base. I think that was the right play. Just get the out at first, and now he's got one out at least for the inning and not a big disaster developing.
Infielders moving in with one out and runners at second and third. Eckert delivers a strike to Jack Gabler, who reached via the walk in inning number 3.
Well, if Gabler can get through the infield of this one, this should score 2. Ooh. Like
Takes that one for a strike.
Yeah, obviously a safety squeeze right there, but Gabler pulled back on the strike.
Gabler was the starting pitcher for the Old Abes. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Aiden Eckert. Gabler down on strikes for the second out. That'll bring up number 9 hitter Jack Harris, the catcher.
Well, you said it, Eckert with a great pitch right there. A little slider on the outside part and 2 strikes. Gabler's trying to guard, and he just swung and missed on a pitch that was off the plate.
Harris takes a curveball strike. He dropped down a sacrifice in the third inning. Move the runner over. Infielders playing back now with 2 down. Oh, their nice curveball delivered by Eckert, and the count is 1-2 to Harris. Good take by Harris, count even 2-2.
Well, look for Eckert here to challenge him with that fastball.
Tried to catch that outside corner and just missed. And you were right, Sparks. He reared back and fired that one.
Yeah, you're facing that 9-hole hitter. The last thing you want to do is go to the top of the order, so he's going to challenge him. And again, look for that with a 3-2 count.
And he hit him.
Boy, that's almost a disservice for the old Abes, because that one would have gone to the backstop and would have created a situation where Buer probably scores on that.
Yeah, I agree, and that's a tough one for Harris. I mean, your inclination, he wasn't trying to get hit.
He did. He tried to get out of the
way. He
way.
tried to jump out. It just plunked him on the foot. Now we're going to get a courtesy runner as Logan Zinsmaster will run for the catcher, Harris. Another courtesy runner. So, bases are loaded. Zinsmaster at first, Ankeny at second, Buer at third, and back to the top of the order in Grant Lockett. Oh, and 1 the count now to Locken, who's 0 for 2 today.
And it hit him.
So a hit by pitch.
Yeah, back-to-back hit by pitches now gives the old Abes the lead.
So with that, Buer is able to score. Ankeny now moves to third. Zinsmaster, the courtesy runner, at second. Locken is at first. Now Ian Bauer with a chance to add to this Memorial lead. Takes a ball. Bauer, the 9th man to come to bat here in the 4th inning. And this after Eckert had only allowed a couple base runners and 1 hit through the first 3 innings. 1-1 now the count to Bauer.
Yeah, here in the 4th, he's just really lost his control of the strike zone all of a sudden. He's got a couple of walks, a couple of hit batters. An error behind him didn't help.
Bauer trying to shoot that one opposite field. And it's 1-2. Base is full of Abes, 2 down here. To left, but drifting foul. Good piece of hitting there by Bauer. Not trying to pull that thing and just trying to go the opposite way with it. A little roller down to second. Driscoll has it. The throw in time. Bauer retired for the 3rd out, but the Abes do score 3 times, and after 4, they now lead it by a score of 3-2. New Richmond coming to bat, top of 5. When we return, you're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Jack Abler's day is done on the mound for Eau Clare Memorial. The lefty worked 4 innings, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits, but he kept his team into it, and his Old Abe's teammates responded and got 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning to get Gabler off the hook. Now the Abes will counter with the right-hander Tyler Iverson, the 6'2", 180-pound senior, both infielder and pitcher for the Old Abe's. Sparks, we were talking between innings, and we saw plenty of Iverson last year, both in the infield and on the mound.
Yeah, he played a lot for the Old A's, played a lot of different things, and so he's kind of a utility guy. And he didn't start at shortstop today, but I think that intention was he was going to be their second throw today. Being the first game of the year, they knew they were going to have to go to 2 guys. So here's Iverson's turn. We got a pinch hitter right here in 25. Max Dirks is hitting.
He'll take outside. So Dirks, Schrader, Driscoll, scheduled hitters here in inning number 5 for the Tigers. Ball and a strike to the pinch hitter, Dirks. That one just misses outside. It's 2-1.
A little more pop on that fastball at Iverson, which Richmond saw from Gabler, so they'll have to dial it up a little bit.
Yeah, you're not only making the switch from lefty to righty, but you're right, Sparks. Iverson can get it up there quickly. Knocks that one down. And the underhanded flip to Stein over at first to retire Max Dirks.
Good pitch right there. Just sawed him off right on the handles. Like I said, a little looper back to the pitcher. Good start to the inning there for Iverson.
There's now some activity in the new Richmond bullpen as they get a right-hander warming up. George Schrader coming to bat. He is 1 for 2. Singled back in the first.
Big for the Old Abe's here now is just to get back in that dugout. You put up 3 on the board last inning. Things were starting to happen offensively for you. So here you just want your defense to get out here, get 3 up, 3 down, and get back to work.
The shutdown inning. What the Abes are looking for. Curveball strike. It's 0-2. Big Rivers Conference opener for both of these teams. One of 3 BRC games going on today. Figures to be a really interesting race. Line to center. Locken drifting back. And he makes the catch. That one carried off the bat of Schrader. And
it did, yeah.
Locken was able to track it down.
He had a beat on that right out of the get-go, though. He did a nice job of seeing that off the bat. A lot of room to cover out there, but he got to it no problem.
Yeah, with 2 outs, Regan Driscoll will come to bat. Driscoll 0 for 2.
Driscoll with a strikeout his first time up, and then a ground ball to third was thrown out by Lauscher that other time.
Sun's starting to peek out now. We're getting some shadows on the infield. The sun's setting off in the west.
Yeah, it does make it a tough right field in these situations, though.
That one up and in.
Anybody that's played at Carson Park knows that later in the evening, that right field, that right side is tough when that sun sets.
Yeah, and you can see the right fielder, David Ankeny. He's got the glove up to help shield the eyes from that setting sun. Two and one now, the count to Driscoll. Cleanup hitter in this Tigers batting order. Takes that one low and away, and the count moves to 3-1. Nick Salmon waiting on deck. Up and in, and it's a 2-out walk to Driscoll. We'll bring up Nick Salmon, who is 2 for 2, doubled and scored in the second, singled and scored in the fourth.
Yeah, he's having a couple of really good at-bats this game. He's really looked comfortable in that batter's box. Like you said, 2 for 2. Shot one to the right side first up and threw the hole on the left side last time.
That one outside. Good job by Harris to keep that one from going to the backstop. One-oh pitch from Iverson.
Got the call there on the inside corner.
Bluff down there at first base by Driscoll. Abe's need to be aware here with 2 down here in the top of the 5th, and the Tigers trailing by 1. They might want to get that runner down there in scoring position. Big swing by Salmon. He comes up empty. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, Iverson getting a little help there with that high fastball. He's getting Salmon to chase. Well, going back to what you just said here, it might be that time for them to try to swipe a bag.
Driscoll has a decent lead over there at first.
Salmon did a nice job his last at bat. He just choked up like he is right now, and with 2 strikes, he found a hole.
Runner goes. And we'll do it again.
Yeah, the Tigers do like to put their runners in motion, especially with 2 outs, trying to create something where they can get them in scoring position.
Driscoll gets his lead. He's going. 2-2 pitch is low, and Driscoll will steal that without a throw. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the advantage for the runner down there at second, Driscoll, he's going on contact. Nick Salmon takes ball 4, so a pair of 2-out walks now. The Tigers have something brewing here in their half of the 5th inning. Gavin Terrace coming to bat. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah, like you said, all of a sudden the Tigers have found a way to make something happen in 2 outs. We were talking about a quick inning for the Old Abes, but New Richmond trying to create something here with 2 outs.
Terrace takes low and away. Efficient start to the inning for Iverson as he retired Dirks and Schrader, but walked Driscoll, walked Salmon after going to a 3-2 count. Now he's behind Terrace, 2-0. Driven deep to left. Elliott Height going back. It's off the fence.
He's going to send him from third. Oh.
Driscoll will score. And here comes Salmon. A 2-out double. Gavin Terrace.
That was off the fence on the fly. Just missed a home run.
New Richmond retakes the lead. Boy, that was a well-hit ball. Iverson came with the fastball, and Terrace just turned on it.
Well, a little 2-out thunder there for the Tigers.
That's their 6th hit of this baseball game, and now here's the DH, Matt Folks, 1 for 2 with an RBI.
Well, a great job of the Tigers cashing in on a couple of walks. 2 out, nobody on, a couple of walks, and then the thunderous double off the fence.
Yeah, like we talked about, Sparks, Iverson cruised through the first 2 hitters, and then it was just off just a bit, and enough to.
Yeah, we saw it in the top half of the inning, actually, with Aiden Eckert, kind of the same thing. Just all of a sudden lost control of that strike zone, and it came back to bite him. Same thing here in the bottom half with Iverson.
That one lifted to left. Height under it makes the catch. But a 2-run double by Gavin Terrace gives New Richmond a 4-3 lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
We are back at Carson Park. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. A new catcher now for New Richmond. That's Bennett Scribner. He wears number 2. Scribner is a junior. 4-3, New Richmond leading. Abe's got all 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth. New Richmond answered with a pair of runs top half of this inning. 2-run double for Gavin Terrace. Aiden Eckert, the left-hander, remains on the mound. There is no longer activity in the New Richmond bullpen. And Eckert will face the heart of the Old Abe's order. 3, 4, 5, Sawyer Stein, Leo Lauscher, Blake Buer. Stein's been on base twice, doubled in the first, reached on an error in the fourth. He came around to score. Takes a strike there from Eckert. Outfield playing fairly deep on Sawyer Stein. He's now behind in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, this was the part of the order that started at last inning as Stein led off last inning and reached.
Curveball, a little low. Take there by Stein. Eckert was trying to get him to go fishing on that one. Curveball low in the zone. Swing and a miss.
Got him
Came
to
back
chase
with a fastball.
Yeah, real good fastball, high up in the zone. Got him a chase.
So now it's Leo Lauscher. He's 1 for 2. Singled, stole a base, and scored in that 3-run fourth inning. Batting with nobody on, and 1 out here in the fifth. Strike on the outside corner. Ball and a strike.
Good fastball on the inside there. Nothing wrong with getting that batter to move his feet a little bit.
Grounded up the middle, knocked down by Driscoll. The throw, not in time.
Another infield single for Leo Lauscher.
The Lauscher now 2 for 3. Abe's have a man on, and Blake Buer coming to the plate. Buer 0 for 1 officially. Walked and scored in the fourth.
There again, Lauscher showing how quick he can really be down the line.
Lauscher stole a base in the fourth. We'll see if they have something on here in inning number 5, trailing by a run.
Yeah, I think at some point he's going to try to swipe a bag, try to get him in scoring position. As they're down 1 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Lauscher going. Throw down, not in time. Another stolen base for Lauscher. They list Lauscher 6 feet, 210. But as we've talked about, he can move. He can get down. He is a legitimate stolen base threat.
Well, he's actually trimmed out since last year. He was actually probably about 220 last year, and he really looks good. Again, just in great shape this year. He's looking forward to a great senior season.
Count is 1-1 now on Blake Buer. Got a runner in scoring position here. Buer to center. Coming on is Schrader. He's not going to get it. The ball gets past him.
This should score Lauscher.
Lauscher getting the green light. He will score without a throw.
Big hit there from Buer to come through for the Old Abes.
RBI, Blake Buer. Good effort out there by Schrader. He chose to make a play and couldn't come up with it, and that allowed the run to score. So now the A's have the go-ahead run at first base. David Ankeny. He knocked in a run when he was plunked by a pitch with the bases loaded back in the 4th inning. Ankeny 0 for 1. Buer is going. Throw down. Gets into center field.
Yeah, not a terrible throw right there as Driscoll just couldn't come up with that short hop.
Yeah, Bennett Scribner got rid of that one quickly, but it kind of tailed a little bit. Took a short hop, and second baseman Driscoll couldn't knock it down, and then scooted past Stelright, the shortstop. So now the A's have a runner in scoring position. David Ankeny. RBI opportunities, already knocked in one. Now 1-2 on Ankeny. Curveball wouldn't chase, 2-2. Eckert's still doing a nice job of mixing his pitches.
Well, I would say this, Bob, that Blake Buer's obviously got his mom's wheels, as I had the pleasure of coaching both his mom and dad in high school. Well, this
lifted right side and backpedaling is Kretovics, and he makes the catch.
Made that a little more difficult than it needed to be. If he just opens up and turns, he can just run back there and catch it, but he tried to backpedal for that one.
Yeah, you wonder how much the breeze affected that one, because he started the back pedal and then he continues the back pedal, and if you've played on the surface, you know that there is a lip. Just when you get to the grass.
Yeah, coach is going to check on him as he might be just a little shaken up from that fall.
Wall-to-Wall Carpet One is located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. They always offer free estimates, and they are the home of the beautiful guarantee. Give them a call today, 715-832-4555. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One. Elliott Height now at the plate with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Height 0 for 2 on the game. And behind the count, 0-1. Left fielder Trevor Soland is fairly shallow out there. Yeah. Schrader in center, Salmon in right. Playing pretty much straight away.
Yeah, left fielder is also kind of hugging the line a little bit. Huge gap in left center. If Height can take one that way.
Good take by Height, as Eckert was trying to get him to chase that outside fastball.
Yeah, the catcher Scribner is trying to bring that one back in, but didn't get the call.
Curveball that time. That misses outside, and it's 2-2 now.
Good couple of pitches, though, right there. Just kind of nibbling that outside corner, see if you can get him to chase.
Once again, there's activity in the New Richmond bullpen. They got a right-hander working out there. That one low, and Eckert wanted that one. He was several steps off the mound. He's going to need to compose himself here and deliver this 3-2 pitch to Elliott Height. 2 down, tie game, 4 apiece. Lifted high up into the air. The catcher, Scribner, is under it and makes the catch. Abe's get a run to tie it. We move to inning number 6. It's 4-4 between the Tigers and the Old Abes. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
All right, we are back here at Carson Park. We are all tied up, 4 apiece, as we start inning number 6. It's been a good one so far, Sparks.
It is. Like you said, first game of the year for the Old Abes, and they have yet to create an error or have an error, so they've done a good job defensively. Pitching's done all right, too, on the mound. We talked about a good job by Jack Gable to start out the game, and now Iverson's come in and 4 runs on 6 hits, kept them in the game until they could rally, and they have late here now and as their offense has started to click. So we've got a good one here, tied at 4, going to the top of the 6th.
8, 9, and 1, the scheduled hitters for New Richmond: Nick Stelright, Trevor Solon, Max Kretovics. Stelright 1 for 2, doubled in a run back in the second inning.
Time was called before that pitch as the ball got away in the bullpen, so Iverson will get that ball back.
Yeah, this the 4th game now of the season for New Richmond. They played a home game on Friday, then went down to the Woodside Complex in Boston and played a pair of games on Saturday. So they are 3-0 coming into this one. Old Abes, this is their first baseball game of the 2024 season.
Yeah, they were supposed to go down to Woodside and play also, but that just happened to be the winter storm that hit with 10 inches about a week or so ago.
Yeah, I've always thought when I look at those schedules and I see teams have games scheduled for, March 31st and April 1st, you're like, okay.
Yeah, maybe some year.
Yeah, some years, yeah, you can get those games in. Other years, you're late April before you're getting outside even. So,
yeah, we sure had a couple of those years. I remember that one we opened up down at on Alaska. We played a doubleheader on a Saturday, like you said, early April. I think it was probably 3rd, 4th on a Saturday, and a huge storm hit on that Monday, and we didn't get outside again for 3 weeks.
2 balls and a strike on Stelright. Check that, 3-1 now the count. There's a strike on the inside corner delivered by Tyler Iverson. Count is full now on Stelright. And he misses with that pitch. Stelright, leadoff walk.
Yeah, good start here for the Tigers in the top of the 6th, getting their leadoff man on. And that'll do it for Iverson.
Stelright's a guy that has some wheels, so you're going to have to be aware of him. So, meeting on the mound for the Old Abes. And that'll be it for Tyler Iverson. We will step aside to hear a message from our sponsors. We'll tell you more about the third pitcher of the game for the Old Abes when we return. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
All right, a couple changes to tell you about as we play in the top of the sixth inning. Courtesy runner at first base, Regan Savarine, running for Nick Stelright, who worked a leadoff walk. Tyler Iverson has exited the game on the mound for the Old Abes. Logan Zinsmaster now pitching. Bauer, the scoop and the throw to retire Trevor Soland. But the runner, Savarine, moves down to second with one out.
Well, Soland got the job done, right? He just had to get that runner moved up to second base. Little check swing roller to second, gets the job done. Puts a guy in scoring position for the Tigers.
Top of the order, and it's Max Kretovics, who's 0 for 3 today, but remember, he was the leading hitter for the Tigers last season. Takes one low there from Zinsmaster. Zinsmaster, 5'11", 150, and a junior.
Yeah, the Old Abes have the corners in, which I don't think they need to. Well, Krevitz, he's going to be swinging away.
Strike there from Zinsmaster. Count is 1-1. Savarine gets a good lead down there at second. You were sneaking in behind him. There's the throw.
Well, that throw somehow got underneath the runner, and Buer was able to come up with it.
Yeah, it
like collision written
skidded
all over
right
it.
underneath Regan Savarine. Who, boy, that's one of those feelings. You're diving back into second base, and you're seeing that ball bearing down on you, and you're just bracing for the hit. Somehow it skipped underneath him instead of plunking him right in the ribs.
Yeah,
Big swing by Kretovics, comes up empty.
And limping a little bit. Kind of tweaked that left ankle, it looked like, as he tried to rotate on that swing.
Well, and we saw him just in the last inning making that catch just on the outfield grass and kind of taking a little bit of a tumble. Trying to go the opposite field. Count remains 1-2.
Yeah, just staying alive right there on that pitch on the outside.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kredovic's down on strikes. Zinsmaster with the K. 2 outs now here in the 6th.
Good pitch right there. Just challenged him and got it by him.
So Bennett Scribner now will bat.
They're going to re-enter, actually. They're going to put Jermaine back in.
So Scribner, who caught after entering for Jermaine. Jermaine will step back in. Jermaine 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Scribner in his, or actually it was Max Dirks who came in as a pinch hitter, was retired on a 1-3 putout. So now it's back to Kyle Jermaine.
Yeah, interesting move right here. Obviously, you've got a lot of confidence in Jermaine to come back after those 2 strikeouts, especially when you pitch hit for him before. So coach giving him the confidence to come back in and try to produce.
1-0 pitch. Misses outside, 2-0. Now 3-0 to Jermaine. So Zinsmaster, after getting Kredovic's on 3 pitches, has delivered 3 consecutive balls here to Jermaine. That one catches the outside corner, 3-1.
Good pitch right there to get the full.
Full count now on Kyle Jermaine. Zinsmaster, the 3rd pitcher today for the Old Abes. Swing and a miss. Tigers are retired here, top of the 6th. We move to the bottom half of the inning when we return. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
We are back at Carson Park, bottom of the 6th inning here. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for New Richmond. It's Jordan Rice, right-handed pitcher. He is a junior, replacing Aiden Eckert, who gave the Tigers a really solid outing. Gave up 4 hits. We have a little discrepancy. In my book and your book, Sparks, we have 4 hits. The official scoreboard has 3. We have yet to lobby our case for...
We'll get that changed.
Yeah, We carry a lot of influence.
Yeah, we'll throw our weight around. We'll get that change for Leo. He's going to get a base hit out of that.
Yeah. Good ball game. You know, you never know exactly what you're going to get, you know, in an opener. And it's not just the Big Rivers Conference opener for the Old A's. It's their season opener. It's their first game action.
Yeah, the games against New Richmond last year, the Old A's won 14-3 and 12-3, as that was late in the season. But yeah, a little different this year. You open up with New Richmond, and it's a tight one. It's 4-4-6. New Richmond's, like we talked about though in the pregame talk here, we talked about how they got a lot of experience back, a lot of kids with a lot of quality time, and it showed. You know, they have played very solid. They've got a lot of nice hits, and they're putting the Old A's right down to the wire here in this one.
Yeah, I think if you look at a couple teams in the conference, you look at obviously these New Richmond Tigers, Menominee, has played young guys these last couple of years, and now those guys are a year older. They're bigger, and they're stronger, and they're just used to playing at the varsity level. I think you could probably throw Rice Lake in that category too. So, you know, along with the teams that you would expect to be competing for a title, Hudson, River Falls, Memorial, North, Chippewa.
Yep.
Yeah, I think a top to bottom, it's a pretty solid conference. So Jack Gabler batting for the A's. He's 0 for 1 officially. He's got a walk and a strikeout. Line to third and gloved by Gavin Terrace. One down here in the bottom of the 6th. Jack Harris will now bat the catcher. Put down a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd, was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Abes have a right-hander working in their bullpen. Jordan Rice delivers low. Count is 1-0 on Jack Harris.
So taking a look at the Old A's bullpen by the shape of that young man out there, I'm guessing that's Leo Lauscher sitting out there warming up.
You're absolutely right, Sparks. High in the air on the infield. Who's calling it? Jordan Rice, the pitcher, will take it for out number 2.
Yeah, good job by Rice there taking control. That ball was up there, but it was a long ways for that shortstop and third baseman to get there, and he got off the mound, got settled, and just called him off, made a nice play right there.
So now with 2 outs, back to the top of the order, Grant Locken, 0 for 2 officially, reached after being hit by a pitch in the 4th. Takes that one outside from Rice. One ball, 2 strikes now to Locken.
Old A's looking to get something started themselves now with 2 outs.
Yeah, you got Bauer on deck, and then you've got Stein and Lauscher in the order. So if nothing else, the Old A's know that they're going to get their 3-4 hitters, Stein and Lauscher, one more at bat at least in this game. And Locken works a 2-out walk.
Yeah, big at bat right now for Ian Bauer. He's got to find a way to keep that line moving, right? Get first and second, get your big boppers up here for crunch time.
Yeah, and if you're New Richmond, you want to get this out right here and not have to face the likes of Stein and Lauscher with runners on.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You'd like to start out that 7th inning with, if they've got a hit, make them lead off.
Lights are on now here at Carson Park. Ball and a strike now to Bauer.
Big lead over there by Grant Locken at first base.
I was just going to ask you, do you send him in this situation?
Well,
tie game?
I wouldn't send him on that move coming home right there because I think he actually balked. I did not see him come set. He came down and went home, and Grant Locken wasn't even out there set yet. Oh, this is going to be close. Ooh. Good little pick-off move there at first.
Kredovic, the first baseman, is kind of looking at the base ump saying, what do you think there? But it was a good quick move by Jordan Rice. That one up high. 3-1.
Boy, if you're Ian Bauer, you've got to be real selective right here. It has to be your pitch in your spot. Otherwise, go ahead and run this to 3-2, and the runner will get a head start. Well, there's an easy ball
He
forward.
takes a walk. So back-to-back walks. 2 on, and Sawyer Stein coming to the plate. And with that, Coach Dan Kredovic is going to make a visit to the mound. So after the first 2 hitters were retired, Rice has walked a pair. And now you got to face the heart of the Memorial Order and 2 guys that can do a whole lot of damage. Sawyer Stein will be at the plate. Leo Lauscher waiting on deck.
Well, and you can see already now the respect that Stein gets. You look at the outfielders, and they're probably about 25 feet deeper than they were for the other guys. And so with that, any kind of base hit through the infield will score Locken easily as deep as this outfield has to play.
So what a spot for the reliever Jordan Rice, the junior right-hander. 2 on, 2 out, tie game, bottom 6, facing Sawyer Stein. Takes a strike.
High fastball right there that Stein didn't really like.
Stein 1 for 3 officially, doubled in the first, reached on an error in the fourth, came around to score, struck out his last appearance.
Stein is such a patient hitter. Just rarely swings at anything out of the strike zone.
1-1 pitch. Misses outside. That one inside. Good fastball from Rice, but missed inside. So now, boy, you got Stein at the plate in a hitter's count.
Oh, good hack.
Rice elevated a little bit, and Stein got a piece of it. He was on it, just underneath it.
Yeah, now you're in a situation where 3-2, 2 outs. The runners are going to get a head start here. So Stein puts one in a gap. It should score 2.
Your ball misses upstairs. Third consecutive walk issued by Jordan Rice.
Well, Rice did not want to come back with that fastball. As, like you said, Stein just missed it, fouled it straight back. So he tried to sneak a curveball over, but left it way up.
So now it's out of the frying pan into the fire. Bases loaded, Leo Lauscher. Lauscher, in my book, 2 for 3. Skies
Did he
one
get
to
it far
center.
enough?
Drifting back, Schrader as he gets to the warning track.
And Leo's down, going to first base.
Part of the ballpark. Keep an eye on what's going on with Leo Lauscher. I'm tracking the ball there, Sparks. I didn't see what happened. If he just took a
I'm hoping it's just a
bad
cramp. We'll
step,
have to see.
or yeah, it could be a cramp. Deep fly ball out. Boy, if he pulls that, Sparks, that's a grand slam.
Yeah, he hit that about 390 feet. The problem is it's straightaway center field.
So Lauscher, he will walk off under his own power. We have played 6 innings complete, and we're all even. New Richmond 4, Eau Claire Memorial 4. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
We move to inning number 7 here at Carson Park. A good one in our Big Rivers Conference opener. First baseball game here in the Eau Claire area on Zaleski Sports. And Richmond 4, Eau Claire Memorial 4. George Schrader will lead it off here for New Richmond. Top of the 7th, facing Logan Zinsmaster, the right-hander, the third pitcher of the game for Eau Claire Memorial, who starts Schrader with a curveball strike.
Yeah, Tigers in a good spot in their order, 3-4-5, trying to get a rally going into 7th.
Yeah, and if you're New Richmond, boy, you got to feel good. You got out of a bases-loaded jam, with Leo Lauscher at the plate, and even before that, you had 2 on, and Sawyer Stein at the plate. The walk to Stein didn't really come back to haunt.
Yeah, Lauscher just happened to hit it to the deepest part of the park, and it stayed in. And, we were worried about him when he went down at first base there, but he is back out at third base, and look, he just had a cramp there as he's running down the line.
Yeah, got some water, and now he's back at it over at third. 3 balls and a strike now to Schrader, and it's a leadoff walk. So Schrader aboard for the second time this game. He singled back in the first. And now Regan Driscoll, 0 for 2 officially, walked and scored in the 5th.
Look for him to bunt in this situation here.
Lauscher creeping in at third. Bunt is down. Zinsmaster fields.
And he threw it into the runner.
First and second, nobody out.
He won on that situation, and again, he got to it in plenty of time, but he just threw it underhand right into the back of the runner.
Yeah, I think they would have had him, Sparks.
Oh,
if that,
easily.
That
You're
throws to
right.
on the infield side at first, and you had Stein over there who was kind of leaning, looking for that throw on the inside of the bag. So now Nick Salmon batting with 2 on, nobody out. Salmon not squaring that time, takes a strike from Zinsmaster.
Yeah, interesting. There might have only just given him 1 strike to let him swing. Well, surprised that he's not bunting in this situation, other than he is 2 for 2 on the day.
Stein is up at first. Lauscher creeping up a little bit at third. Salmon with a big cut there. Salmon has been on base all 3 times, and he has scored 3 times. Double, single, and a walk.
Yeah, that's probably why they're not taking the bat out of his hands. They want to let him drive something in here.
That one gets away, and the runners will move up.
Well, there you go. The wild pitch will do the work for him.
Ball and 2 strikes now on Nick Salmon. Zinsmaster trying to work out of this jam. Now the infield is coming in for the Old Abes. That one in the dirt, but knocked down by Harris. Line to center. Lock-in makes the catch. Here's the throw. The runner will score. Schrader crossing home plate. Driscoll moves up to third. RBI sac fly by Nick Salmon.
Well, great job by Nick Salmon getting that ball elevated out to the outfield and driving that run in to give the Tigers their lead in the 7th.
There's a one down here in the 7th. Runner at third. Yeah, Salmon a double and a run scored, single and a run scored, walk and a run scored, and then delivers a sacrifice fly RBI to give his team a 5-4 lead here in the 7th. I'll say he's having a day.
And now Gavin Terrace is in a great position here to try to get some insurance run as the infield's in here with only one out, the runner on third.
Terrace doubled in a pair of runs in the 5th. He's 1 for 3. Runner goes. Wanted to squeeze in another run there, but Terrace couldn't get the bunt down. He's down on the count 0-2.
Nice job there by Logan Zinmaster. Actually sees that suicide squeeze play. He's taught to throw that up and out of the zone so that it's hard to bunt, and sure enough, it just fouled straight back.
And that hit him. So Terrace reaches on the hit by pitch. Now we've got first and third, one out. So corners will be in. Middle infielder is looking for that double play ball. And it's Matt Folks, the DH. Folks 1 for 3. Single and an RBI.
Yeah, we'll see if the Tigers at some point here want to try to steal a run, go double steal or take second or something here to create some havoc on the bases.
Here's a strike from Zinsmaster. It's 1-1.
Yeah, good job getting that curveball over for a strike.
Check swing. Ruled the ball.
Actually, got the call.
Or he did get the call.
Late,
oh,
like you said,
okay.
delayed strike
late,
on
yeah.
that one. Yep.
So 1-2.
Yeah, it did seem a little low, but he got the call.
Folks getting a piece.
Terrace at first does not have a real big lead.
Roller. Scoop by Lauscher. They go to second for one. Relay. Not in time. Stein couldn't get the scoop over there anyway, so Driscoll scores. And it's now 6-4 New Richmond. So here's Nick Stelright batting with a runner on. Stelright doubled in a run in the 2nd. 1 for 2 officially, also reached on a walk. Curveball over for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now to Stelright.
Well, a real nice job of the Tigers here in the top of the 7th. Their first 2 guys reached by a walk and then an error, and they found a way to get both those runners across to get 2 runs in here in the top of the 7th.
Still right, stays alive. Still right. Be a tough play for Stein, and he can't hang on.
Yeah, tough play, like you said. Running with your back to the infield, trying to catch that over the shoulder. Just off the glove.
So new life for Stellrite. I think also making it difficult is that ball kind of curved back towards the field of play. So Stein had to adjust his path to the ball. 0-2 pitch. This is low and away. It's 1-2.
Good spot for that 0-2 pitch right there. Try to get him a chase.
Another good hack by Stellrite, keeping this at-bat going. Wind has calmed down. It's still decent breeze blowing out. I think we got as high as 60 degrees today. Now it's a bit under that. Still a nice day at Carson Park for a BRC opener. That one skips away. Folks cruising into second. There was some activity in the New Richmond bullpen. Stellrite takes one low. He's worked the count full after falling behind 0-2.
Yeah, done a real nice job of working himself back into this. Battled off to a couple good pitches.
Ground ball left side, glove by Buer, long throw, got him!
Oh, nice play.
Beautiful play by the shortstop Blake Buer to retire Nick Stellrite. But Tigers get a pair of runs. They will look to close it out. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score, New Richmond 6, Eau Claire Memorial 4. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Pitching change for New Richmond. George Schrader moves from center field to the mound. Aiden Eckert is out in center. It was Eckert who started the game on the mound for the Tigers. So Eau Claire Memorial now will send up 5, 6, 7. Blake Buer, David Ankeny, Elliott Height. I try to keep this one going. Abe's trailing now by a score of 6-4. 3 runs for the Abes in inning number 4. They tacked on another run in the 5th. Threatened with the bases loaded in the 6th, but couldn't get a run across. So Blake Buer, 1 for 2 officially with an RBI, also walked and scored in the 4th. Pretty simple if you're the Abes. You need base runners here, Sparks.
Yeah, you're down 2, and it's got to start early.
First pitch swinging, sky to center. Eckert going back, still going back, and makes the running catch.
Dandy running catch right there.
Boy, what's the saying in baseball? You come in as a position player late in the game, that ball's going to find you.
It's going to find you.
Jeez, I found
Aiden Eckert up to the
there.
challenge.
Wow. Boy, that's a luxury if you're a coach to have a couple guys with speed. Schrader being one of them. When you take him out, put him on the mound, and you bring Eckert out there, and he tracks down a really well-hit ball off the bat of Blake Buer.
Yeah, we just saw back-to-back outstanding plays. When you go back to Buer at shortstop making that great play to end the top of the 7th, and then the first out here in the top of the 7th with Eckert going down and chasing that one down deep in center.
Here's David Ankeny now. Count even 1-1. Ankeny 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th, and that knocked in a run. Hard hit ball, caught. Regan Driscoll gloving that one. And quickly 2 outs here in the Abe's half of the 7th. All right, so now here's Elliott Height trying to keep this game going for the Old Abes. Height 0 for 3 today. Hard hit ball, Stellright. Strong throw, got him. Couple nice defensive plays for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and New Richmond comes to Eau Clare and gets the 6-4 win over the Old Abes. 6 runs on 6 hits. Tigers did commit 2 errors, but they're going to win it, and they improve to 4-0 on the season. Eau Clare Memorial drops to 0-1. Overall and in the Big Rivers Conference. Richmond now 4-0 overall, 1-0 in the BRC. Sparks, good ball game, a good game by both teams, and Richmond able to come up with some runs to take a late lead. Memorial threatened there in the 6th, just couldn't punch one across.
Yeah, you look back to that 6th inning, that was the kind of the turning point. You know, the Old Abes had battled their way back to take the lead or tie it at least, and then had an opportunity there in the 6th to really kind of put it away and maybe get the W. But, boy, when they got up there and were not able to capitalize it, Tigers turned on the top of the 7th, and they made it work. Get a couple of walks, hit batter, sac fly. They just worked their way into a couple of runs there to get the victory tonight. You know, like I said, very well played, though, for an early season game. Only 2 errors by the Tigers, only 1 by the Old Abes. So defensively, very solid. Kind of the one thing that stands out with early seasons is obviously the number of walks given up and hit batters, those kind of things off the mound. But, you know, again, that comes with more time and more guys getting up on the mound, getting sighted in for live action. But, again, just an outstanding game today, and the Tigers come out ahead.
Yeah, I think both coaches have to feel good that, you know, they each got 3 different players on the mound. So they got some innings in. And all, I'd say all 6 pitchers, the 3 Tigers and the 3 Old Abes, acquitted themselves pretty well. And I think, you know, when it's early in the season, especially for the Abes, you didn't really know what you had with your pitching staff, given what you graduated, and, of course, the basketball injury to Cooper Jesperson that's going to keep him off the mound for the foreseeable future. I think you feel better about that aspect of your game.
Yeah, true. Like you said, this is the first game, and he was able to get 3 off the mound, and only gave up the 6 hits. Unfortunately, things kind of around it with the hit batters and the walks kind of came back to hurt the Old A's. But again, early, right? Early first game of the year, get 3 guys up, get them sighted in. Obviously, the sooner you can get more guys up on the mound, the better. It's going to help you. And obviously, they go to New Richmond on Thursday, so they'll have a couple more guys to throw. And then hopefully, I didn't check that far in their schedule, but Saturday, I'm sure they've got something planned, a doubleheader, probably somewhere in lacrosse or something. And again, they'll just more time to play, more at bats, and more innings to get under your belt, the better you'll be.
So 6-4 is your final. New Richmond knocks off Eau Clare Memorial. Coming up next, the postgame show. You are watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Clare. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in Western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Clare Express.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
All right, welcome back to Carson Park. I'm Bob Radovich. This is Nick Salmon, right doing it for the Richmond Tigers. Nick, 2 for 2, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. Watch RBI coming up there in the top of the 7th. You guys, how important is coming over here? Well, last year we felt a little bit.
off the phone outside of the big great night tomorrow.
You were able to get 3 games in already. You got the home league games hanging on Friday, and you had 2 games down at the Woodside Conference on Saturday. How much did that help you coming over here?
It gave us the experience. We needed to be able to deliver.
Now, we've seen you guys last year when you came over to Carson Park. It's a young team. Sometimes you take some fun. Today, everybody's a year older, a year wiser, and you're playing the game. Boy, there's some good things to talk about it.
Oh yeah, we know everybody. We have that communication. And let's get a win. We don't want to lose.
What's going to be important for you guys going forward?
Playing as a team, deliver.
Well, hey, we appreciate your time. We've got one more thing for you. It's called this Western Sports Highlight House. You know how this works. I hand you the microphone. I get the heck out of the way. You look up at our camera there and say, I'm Nick Salmon, and I do not. Please hate the handlers during the football season. Well, we can do this now.
I'm Nick Salmon, and I'm in the house.
And we'll see you down the road. Good luck to you, the Tigers, the rest of the way. So that's going to do it for today's broadcast. That's going to be it for this week on Celestial Sport. We'll be back next week with more high school baseball and softball action. Looking forward to all the games right here on Celestial Sport. For my color commentator, baseball, Rob Ryder, saying good afternoon, Carson Park.